Hello, everybody. This is not a scheduled meeting or appointment or whatever you want to call it, but I'm just at Selectors Showcase and I've got a special guest in the house. Okay, today we're joined by the incredible Yvonne Michele, singer, motivational speaker, and powerhouse performer behind the new one-woman musical drama, Caught You in a Lie. It's a true story of resilience told through lovers rock, soul, and gospel. And it's taken the stage on November the 15th at the Leary Constantine Centre in Willesden in London. Yvonne, welcome. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Lovely. Okay, guys, we're just going to talk a bit about Yvonne's show, Caught You in a Lie. And I've just got a few questions I'd like to ask Yvonne. Okay, so Yvonne, this show is described as a true story of resilience and triumph. What inspired you to bring this story to life?
So, life is life-in. Life is always life-in, and we've gone through many things as people. We've all gone through COVID, and
Yes.
some of us have been through domestic abuse, some
Yes.
sexual abuse, some
Yes.
traumas in our lives. And so I felt that it was time for me to bring some of the things that I've experienced to light,
Yes.
to raise awareness, and also to just let people know that if you have been through something that has literally taken your breath away, you feel like you've lost your breath, you've lost your power,
Yes.
that there is hope. And there is another way,
Yes.
of looking at ourselves.
Yes.
So, because I don't want to give too much away
No, I
of the
understand.
storyline,
Yes.
I'm just going to leave it kind of there, but I'll probably add in some other bits as we
go
talk.
along.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the title "Caught You in a Lie" is powerful. What does it mean in the context of the show? If you can give a little bit,
Okay.
just a little bit,
Okay.
without trying to give you all the way.
Right. So, Caught You in a Lie. It talks about the lies that we have been told about ourselves
Right.
from the foundation of the earth.
Yes.
It talks about there's many aspects of being caught in a lie. So
Yes.
from a Caucasian perspective, there is being caught in a lie, as in the things that maybe parents have said, as well
Yes.
as or maybe things that were done to you at school, and also how we are looked upon as black people. So maybe as a Caucasian person, you may
Yes.
have been told that black people are no good, black people are aggressive, black
Yes.
people, the stereotypes that
of
we
course.
have.
Yes.
So are you caught in a lie? Because I don't know, your audience could be across the board. So
Yes.
I'm asking that question, if you are a Caucasian person and an Asian person, have you been told a lie about us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you been told something about this demographic that may cause you to wonder, actually, my next door neighbour, he's all right.
Yes.
And, the woman down the road and the person that I work with, they're actually all right. So
Yes.
are these people
Yes.
the way that I've been told? Have you been caught in a lie?
Yes.
And then from the black perspective is the lies that we have been told that have been entrenched and intertwined into our DNA.
Yes.
So now we are believing some of the things
Yes.
that we have been told.
Yes.
And we look at ourselves in the mirror and we believe the lies, being caught in a lie.
Yes.
So this is what it's about. It's about the things that we experience as well,
Yes.
in life, that make us believe
True.
certain things about ourselves.
Yes.
The ideology that a woman has to be skinny, has to have long straight hair to be beautiful.
Straight
That's a
noses
lie.
and all
Straight
that.
nose.
Yes,
That's a
yes,
lie.
yes.
And so the whole prospect of caught in a lie. I
Yes.
mean, I can't talk about every single scenario, but I do bring scenarios into it.
Yes.
Are you caught in a lie? Have you? That's the
Yes.
question.
Yes.
And we start with the question, have you been caught
Yes.
in a lie?
In a lie.
Yeah.
Powerful. Thank you. Okay, so the story explores breaking free from abuse, shame, and silence. That's incredibly brave. How did it feel revisiting such deep emotions on stage?
Do you know what? If I'm honest, when I initially started this journey
Yes.
as this show,
Yes.
it actually started out as something else.
Okay.
And one of my most favourite lovers rock singers is Louisa Marks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so the song Caught You in a Lie.
Big tune.
Big tune. And I looked at her life. I
Yes.
looked at the things that she did, what she achieved.
Yes.
And I thought to myself, maybe I could do something to honour
Yeah. Oh, that's
her name,
nice.
right?
Oh, lovely. Yes.
And then as I started with the journey and I was talking to other people, I have written a book, and the book is called Permission to Speak,
I'm
Granted.
yet to get that. I want to.
Yes.
I looked at Amazon and I thought I must purchase that book.
Yes.
So repeat it again. What's it called?
It's called Permission to Speak,
Yeah.
Granted, right?
Lovely.
And so the book will be on sale at the Larry Constantine on the 15th. Yeah,
lovely.
there will be
Brilliant.
merchandise there. So please, please do come and buy and help me to build
Of
on
course.
this.
Yes.
So
And that's a powerful statement. The title of the book,
yes,
Permission to Speak, Granted. Amazing.
yeah.
Very powerful.
Because you say permission to speak, but you have to take a pause.
Yes,
Granted.
of course.
Because in those lies, we stop speaking.
True.
We hold our story. There is shame,
Yes.
and all of
Yes.
those negative things that go with it.
Yes.
And so we don't want to talk about what we've been through.
No.
And from a Caribbean, West Indian home,
Yes.
whatever's done inside the house stays in the
Inside
house.
the house. Yes.
We don't talk about
Swept
it.
under the carpet.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes. So Caught You in a Lie is about lifting up the carpet
Nice one.
and exposing the
Yes,
lies.
of course.
That's what it is.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Lovely. Okay. So, this is, well, we've just covered that bit. This isn't just a play. It's based on your book, Permission to Speak, Granted. How do the two connect? How do you feel the two of them connect?
The show is based off of parts of the book.
Okay.
There are elements that are in the book that
Yes.
are in the show.
Yes.
And so it was actually writing the book that helped me to heal, helped to set me
Wow.
free.
Yes.
And it's just it's a very small book,
Yes.
very basic to the point
Yes.
book.
Straight to the point.
This is what I experienced. And it's a snippet. It's just a
Yes,
snippet
yes.
of my life. And
Yes.
so because I went through that, I looked at this Caught You in a Lie and the Louisa Marks thing
Yes.
and all of it. And somebody said to me, why are you doing this show? Because it wasn't a play before. It was just a show, a music
Yes.
show. Why are you doing a show about Louisa Marks and you're not doing something about your own life?
Yourself. Yes.
So that really kind of made me stop and think. And then I said, okay. And I started to laugh and I was like, would anyone be interested in my life? And then I thought, you know what? Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Exactly.
So I put pen to paper and within 15 minutes,
Wow.
it was written.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So I know
Yes. Yes.
that was a God moment.
Of course. Yes.
That was a God moment.
Yes.
Just showing me actually it's already there.
It's already there. Yes.
Yeah, so I wrote
Nice
the play and then on the 31st of January
Yes.
of this year,
Yes.
we did the pilot
Nice.
and that was in Luton.
Yes.
And most of the musicians and the people around who were helping me
Yes.
didn't really know what it was about. They just knew the songs.
Yes.
So we went through the songs, these are the songs, and we
Yes.
rehearsed the songs, and that was it. But the rest of it, they saw
Wow.
on the day.
Yes.
And they were just like, wow.
Blown away.
Yeah. This is
imagine.
like, how did you put this together?
Yes. Wow.
And so
Well
from that,
done.
I asked the crowd, and the crowd said, take it on the road.
Wonderful.
Yeah. 9 months later, we're doing a tour.
Yes.
We're coming to the
Excellent.
end of it now. So, yeah.
Excellent. Lovely. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. You said this show is a movement. What kind of movement do you want to inspire?
I want to inspire people to understand that they've got more in them than what they think. I want to inspire people to rise up and come together as one
Yes.
and work together
Yes.
in unity to achieve great things. Whatever the things are, what you want to achieve may not be what I want to achieve.
Yes.
But when we stand together, we can do far more than when we stand alone. So the movement is, you know, one hand can't clap. The two of us have to walk together.
Of course.
And I think, especially within our demographic, I think this is the one thing that we lack in terms of unity and walking together. I think that a lot of the time we're happy when everyone's like on the same level.
Yes. True.
And, you know, we're happy to support if I'm going to help you because me and you, we're at the same level, or I might think of you as being below the level that I'm at.
Yes.
And then the moment we rise,
Yes.
there's an issue, we try to pull each other down.
Of
We,
course.
we
Yes,
become
that's
like
so
crabs
true.
in a barrel,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
And I want to dispel that. I want that to be eradicated.
Of course.
And I
yes.
want us to stand together, because the one thing that I realise
Yes.
about being black, being of African Caribbean heritage, is that we are powerful
Of course,
beyond
yes,
measure.
yes.
But we've been caught in a lie.
Yes.
And we don't
yes,
believe. We
yes.
believe in all the things that have been told to us from slavery and all of
Yes,
those things.
Yes.
We believe that. We don't
Yes.
actually believe that we have anything worth having. And
Yes.
we've bought into this lie of the European society,
Yes.
and we are rich
Of course.
in
Yes.
everything that we do,
Yes,
even how
yes.
we look.
Of course.
Because, you know, when I go to Jamaica and I go to Barbados and even in England in the summertime, what I see is everybody wants a tan.
It's true. Yes.
Yeah, I'm speaking
Yes.
as I know, because this is the truth.
It's true.
Everybody
it's
wants
true.
a little tan.
It's true.
Yeah?
But they're going further now with all the cosmetic surgery. aren't
Right.
they?
Bottom and breasts.
Yes.
Yes.
And the
And the lip. Yes. Even the eyes.
Yes. It's true.
Even the eyelashes.
Yes. Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
Even the hair.
It's true.
Let's keep going. We can keep going and keep
It's
going and
true.
keep going.
Yes.
Music. We can touch on music.
Yes.
Because we are foundation. From the beating of the drum
Yes.
that came from our very heartbeat.
Yes.
That's been something, you
Yes.
know, you're hearing a little, you know, Reggie music, you know,
Yes.
you're hearing a little inflection of this and a little
Yes.
inflection of that.
Yes.
At the end of the day, we have to understand who we really are.
Oh, yes.
And this is, caught you in a lie, it just kind of skims over. And I keep saying to my friend, I said to her, this is, you know something, I'm discovering that this thing is bigger than me. This is not what I thought
Yes.
it was. The Caught You in a Lie I thought was about my story. But it's not about my story. It's about our story.
Yes.
It
Everybody.
really is.
Yes.
It really
Yes.
is.
Yes.
So yeah, it's
Lovely.
a big thing. It's a big thing. And
Yes.
it's growing daily. And I'm
Nice.
learning daily.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. The production, about the music now we're talking about. The production features lovers rock, gospel and soul. 3 genres rich in emotion and storytelling. Why did you choose these sounds to tell your story?
Because these sounds are very much me, who I am. They represent me as a person.
Yes.
So the love of reggae, I think that was probably the first sound I heard,
Yes.
probably from inside the womb.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
the sounds of reggae and those
Yes.
eclectic sounds. And then as I got older, the sounds of soul music. You know, I really love a nice little bit of soul. I like to
Yes.
dance, you know.
Yes.
And then we come to the gospel, and I've left it till last for a reason, which again is gospel music it's like foundation for me.
Yes.
Gospel music talks about heart, it talks about soul, it talks about spirit. And there is something about gospel music, the
Yes.
words that we sing, that empowers,
Yes.
that lifts,
Lifts,
and it
uplifting.
makes you feel different.
Yes.
And so when I thought about doing this through music, I thought, what are the songs? And each song has a part to play in my journey.
Yes.
Each one.
Yes.
And so, yeah, and it wouldn't be Caught You in a Lie without Caught You in
Yes.
a Lie.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it had to come.
Yes. Lovely. Okay. Is there a particular song in the show that holds special meaning for you? I know you said "Caught You in a Lie" by Louisa Marks. Is that still the one?
I think they all hold different meanings. They're
Right.
all very special.
Yes.
There is one in particular which is quite controversial because of the tone of the show. And I'm not going to tell you what the song is. So if you want to know what the song is, you're going to have to come.
I'll be there on the 15th. I'll be there at the Leary Constantine in Willesden.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
So this song, I did battle with it. Should I? Shouldn't I?
Yes.
But the song has got such a meaning for me
Yes.
and my family that I thought, you know what? It's more important the meaning that it holds for me
Yes.
than it is for what the song is. So when you come, you'll know because I do.
I
mention.
can't wait. I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait. Okay, you perform with a live band. What does that live energy bring to the experience?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! The live band, they're absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Incredible. My music director is the director who did Meghan and Harry's wedding.
Oh, right.
So it's proper things, yeah. I've got proper back, proper things.
Nice.
So the musicians, they push.
Yes.
They bring an element of authority
Yes.
through the music, and so when they start to play, it's like it's not that one is leading the other. It's just it's like almost like we're on a march
Yes.
together to get to the next
Yes.
destination to
Yes.
bring more power
Yes.
into the show. The band is incredible.
It's just magical. I could
Yeah,
just
they're incredible.
Lovely. Okay. Music often speaks where words can't. How do you use music to express what can't be said outright?
Yeah, well, you'll see in some of the songs, each one is an expression in itself,
Yes.
and it tells its own story. So these songs have been chosen to tell the story, so that I don't have to use too many words.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
You hear that, people? You've got to come out and see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a one-woman show. That's no small feat, okay? What is it like carrying the entire emotional journey on your own every time you do this show? What's it like?
It's hard. I'm not even
Yes.
gonna lie.
Yes.
It's not an easy thing. There's a lot on my shoulders.
Yes.
But you know, God don't give you more than you can bear. So, but in reality, that means rest.
Yes.
That means self-care.
Yes.
It means really looking out for me. And it also means having the right people around me.
Yes.
It's very, very important. It's essential. You know, I had a conversation with somebody the other day and I just said, I need you to be my person, right? And it's my music director. I'm just going to be honest.
Yes.
And he said, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
And so, but the thing is, it's like, I'm the boss lady and
Yes.
that's how it's seen.
Yes.
You've written it, you've produced it, you've directed it.
Yes.
You're the boss, you know,
Yes.
you're financing it, you're doing it all.
Yes.
So everybody would expect me to be okay.
Yes.
But I said to him, I said, I just need to be vulnerable for a second. And he said,
Yes.
okay. And I said, I need you to be my person in this,
Yes.
around the show.
Yes.
And he's like, okay, I've got you.
Oh,
And that's
wow.
it. And it's just that because things go wrong all the time.
Yes.
You won't know that because you don't know.
Yes.
But behind the scenes, there's lots and lots of things to think about. And
Yes.
so because of that, you know, sometimes I have to allow myself to be vulnerable.
Yes.
And I think talking about vulnerability is something that a lot of us, especially as black women, those who are single mothers or are single in their relationships, I think sometimes we feel that we have to be this strong person all of the time.
Yes.
But I speak about strength a
Yes.
lot.
Yes.
And it's not about being strong, it's about being resilient. And there's two
Yes.
different things.
Yes.
You know, we were never created to be strong. We were created with resilience.
Yes.
That was a gift that was given to us.
Yes.
And we have that gift. But
Yes.
being strong is not a gift.
Yes.
Being strong is heavy and it's
Yes.
weighty.
I just did a big sigh. So true.
Yeah, yeah.
So true.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So it, you know, from taking from this show is learning how to be vulnerable.
Yes.
And that was part of, I think I've actually seen myself more vulnerable than ever before
Right.
doing this show.
Yes. Yes.
And allowing myself,
Yes.
giving myself permission.
Yes.
Permission
Yes.
to speak, permission to be vulnerable, granted.
Yes.
You know, we have to give to ourselves.
Of course. Lovely. I love that bit you dropped your book in there. Permission to speak, granted.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Okay, so how do you prepare mentally and emotionally before a performance? How do you prepare yourself?
Massage.
Oh,
Straight out.
Nice.
Massage.
Yes.
As I said, rest.
Yes. That's
And
nice.
yeah, massage is key and just really
Helps you unwind.
yeah.
Nice.
Grounding. Sometimes I
Yes.
have to take my shoes off, my socks
Yes.
off, and just ground myself and
Yes.
just, you know, feel what I'm feeling.
Yes.
Breathe into it.
Yes.
And just, you know, try to focus. And sometimes that's difficult because there's things going on.
Of course.
You know,
yes.
people asking you questions
Yes.
that sometimes they could answer themselves.
Yes, of course.
You know, and so it's
Yes.
just really being able to ground myself and just to say no
Yes.
when I need to say no.
Yes.
That's another thing.
Without feeling guilty.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
No is a full sentence.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice one. Okay. What kind of reactions have you had from audiences so far?
Oh, we've had gasps.
Wow.
We've had in the Bedford show.
Yes.
The audience was quite receptive, and so there was a lady in the audience, and she was having a full-blown conversation with me while I was doing the show. It was very different, but it was so funny.
Yes.
It was hilarious, and she brought so much to the show.
Oh,
I tell
nice
you,
one.
because I do encourage people to get involved and not to just sit there and just look, but
Yes.
you know, it's more of a dialogue.
Okay.
It is a monologue, but
Yes.
we can have dialogue within it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice one. Yes.
So yeah, this
Oh.
lady was there. Yes, she looked like yes. Says what is right. It was hilarious.
Yes.
It was so funny.
Oh,
it was
lovely.
so fun. It made
Yes.
it fun. I was like, this
Yes.
is a different kind of
Yeah.
show. Yeah, it was nice.
Nice
Yeah.
one. Okay. Has there ever been a moment on stage where you felt the audience connecting deeply, which is what you just said, almost like you were all healing together?
Yeah, definitely. In all of the shows, if I'm honest, in all of
Yes.
the shows, I have felt the audience with me 100%.
Nice one.
They follow the show. You hear the gasps, you hear the laughter.
Yes.
You know, you
Just
hear
got
the fullness.
Goosebumps. Yes.
You do. You do. Because like I said, it's our story.
Yes.
It's our story.
Yes.
And I think that everybody, whether you're man, woman or child,
Yes.
you will identify with a part.
Of course.
One part.
Yes. Yes.
You know, you will identify with a part of the story. So
Yes.
yeah,
Right.
definitely.
So guys, don't forget the Larry Constantine caught you in a lie on the 15th of November, isn't it?
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just mentioning it now, but I'm going to mention it at the end of the interview with Yvonne. So get your tickets on Eventbrite, isn't it?
You can get them on Eventbrite or Ticket Source. The tickets are running very low.
Right.
I'm saying we're running out of tickets.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just saying, get your ticket sooner rather than later.
Yes. Yes.
Sooner rather than later.
Yes.
We may have to re-look at how we set the room out, because we set it out in a certain way.
Yes. Yes.
And we may have to set it out differently to accommodate more people.
Yes.
But we're not there yet.
Yes.
So I think there are 18 tickets left.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So get your tickets, guys. I got mine. I got my 2 tickets last week. So, and I actually told a few friends about it, and they got tickets too. So they will be coming to the show too. So let's see now. Right, performing such raw truth takes courage. Where do you draw your strength from?
I would say it's got to come from God, you know. It's the Almighty.
Amen.
The Almighty. It can't come from anywhere else.
Yes.
It really can't. And I really feel that this is a God thing. This journey that I'm on is really to expose the lies. We look at we look at institutional stuff
Yes.
like church. We do.
Yes.
We're going there. We're
Yes.
touching some stuff.
Yes.
And I think to do this, it takes the Spirit of God. It really does. So
Amen.
my strength comes from God.
Yes.
That's it.
Amen.
That's
Lovely.
it.
Yes. Lovely. Okay. You talk about transformation, real pain, real music, real change. What does transformation look like to you now?
Freedom.
Nice.
Freedom, in a word, freedom.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
answer.
freedom
Yes.
is, a lot of us feel free, but we're
Yes.
not.
Yes. Yes.
And there's a point in the show, which I'll tell you, where I said, I thought I was free,
Wow.
but I wasn't,
Wow.
right?
Powerful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because life is a journey.
It's true.
And so I got to a place and I'm
Yes.
like, yeah, I'm
Yes.
free,
Yes.
but I wasn't.
It wasn't.
No. Not until you can face yourself.
Yes.
When you look
Yes.
yourself in the mirror and you really see yourself for who you are,
Yes.
the eyes are the windows of our souls.
Yes.
And so you have to, I do believe that you have to be able to look yourself in the mirror
Yes.
100% to really see who you are.
Yes.
And what happens is we just glimpse ourselves from day to day. We just make sure that our clothes are ironed, we look respectable, but
Yes.
we skim past the eyes. We might look at lipstick, we're
Yes.
looking at the lips,
Yes.
we're looking at the makeup, but we're not looking into the windows
Within. Yes.
of our souls.
Yes.
And I talk about that
Yes.
in the play,
Yes. Wow.
the windows of our souls, and how, scientifically it takes 7 seconds for us to find a fault with
Yes.
ourselves when
Yes.
we're looking at ourselves in the mirror. We might be too fat, too
Yes.
small, our
Yes.
breast is not big enough, bottom
Yes.
too big, too small,
Yes.
whatever it is,
Yes.
got spot, eye too big, bags under eyes, whatever
Yes.
it is,
Yes.
we'll find the fault before
Yes, it's so
we
true.
see the good.
It's true. So true.
So the windows of our souls.
Yes.
This is what we're touching on.
Yes.
Who are
Yeah.
you?
Yes.
Who are you?
Yes.
Who are you really? And what do you really want in your life? Yeah, took a deep
I
breath
did.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, what do
yes.
you really want?
Yes.
And what does that look like to you? And then how are you going to get it?
It's true.
What steps are you going to take
Yes.
to get it?
Yes.
Because it's in you.
Yes.
You can have anything. You can have it all.
True. True.
You just have to believe.
Of course.
And that's what this is about.
Yes.
This is what this is about.
Nice one. Nice one. Very touching and powerful there. Okay. How important is it for you to use your platform to help others heal or speak their truth?
It's essential.
Yes.
Absolutely essential.
Yes.
I created a program. Well, it's not a program. It's like a membership called The Unmuted,
Okay.
and it's for those who feel that they've got something to say. They want to create a story.
Yes.
Now, you don't necessarily have to be entrapped in domestic abuse or any form of trauma. You just want your voice.
Yes.
You just want to be in a community of people
Yes.
that can lift you up.
Yes.
That's where in the school that I've created, there are many different things that you can do in
Yes.
terms of programs,
Nice one.
learnings, teachings, how to make yourself feel better, how to feel confident,
Yes.
self-care.
Yes.
There's lots and lots of things within the community
Yes.
that I'm building, and that's what this is about.
Nice one.
This is about raising a
Yes.
community. It's not just a one thing, a hit.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
actually about creating a community where we can come together as women and we can
course.
talk.
Yes.
We can come together and we can say, right, we're going to go and do this spa thing, or
Yes.
or
That's
we want to
nice.
learn
Yes,
something
of
about
course.
how we think.
Yes.
Why am I thinking like this?
Yes.
And then it might be that the teachings will tell you that you need to, we're going to go back to your childhood. We're going to go back in time, way
Yeah.
back, as the
Yes.
songs go,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And we're going to look at what the trigger is, why you behave in the way that you behave. Because in most case scenarios, our behavior is down to something that's happened in the past.
Yes.
And that's normally within the first 10 years of your life.
Yes.
Yeah, they say 7, but I give grace and say maybe 10 years of your life.
Yes.
You start to act out or do certain things
Yes.
because of what's happened.
Of course.
And then it
Yes.
becomes a pattern.
Yes.
and you can't, because you've been
Can't
doing it
get
from
out of
young.
that. Yes.
You can't get out of the pattern.
Yes.
Because I've always been this way. This
Yes.
since how I am.
Yes.
But actually, no, it's not. It's because you
Yes.
haven't dealt with
Yes.
that one thing.
Yes. That needed to be dealt with.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
holding you hostage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
so true.
is holding you back. And that's the reason why you don't want to look at yourself. You don't want to see your eyes.
Yes.
You don't want to look into the windows of your soul, because when you see it, you're frightened. It scares you. It's painful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely.
But we
Wow.
can overcome that.
Yes.
You know, we can
Yes.
overcome.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. So, for anyone listening who may be in a dark place right now, what words of encouragement would you offer them?
I would say that the darkest time of the night is just before the break of dawn. And so your breakthrough is coming.
Yes.
Don't give up.
Yes.
Just keep going. And if you
Yes.
need a hand,
Yes.
then contact www.yvonnemichele.com. Leave me a message on my website, and me or one of my team will get back to you.
Yes.
And that's what I would say.
Yes. Can you repeat the website again?
Yeah, it's www.yvonnemichele with one L.com. So that's YVONNEMICHELE.com.
Lovely. Okay. Yvonne, thank you so much for sharing your story and your voice with us. Caught You in a Lie.
Thank you.
And Caught You in a Lie takes place on Saturday, November the 15th at the Leary Constantine in Willesden. NW10, I believe.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And tickets are available.
Yes, tickets are available on Eventbrite, and they are available on Ticket Source as well.
Right. So people, don't miss this unforgettable night of truth, soul, and transformation. Yvonne, thank you so much. But before you go, Yvonne, you're going to have another show, aren't you, in
Luton.
In Luton.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people about that?
Yeah, the show in Luton. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. The show in Luton is on the 21st. That's a Friday. So that's just a few days after. Friday, the 21st of November. And it's at the Luton Hat Factory. And the tickets are available at the Luton Hat Factory. You can
Nice
just
one.
go onto their website. You can call them, and the tickets are available there. Any tickets that you want, you can go to my website, and it will just
Yes.
take you to wherever you need to go. So that, again, it's www.yvonnemichele with one L.com.
Brilliant. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see the show. Please go out and get your tickets, guys, to support Yvonne Michele.
Yeah.
Please, please, please.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yes, of course.
I'm bursting.
Go on then.
Right, so I have been offered a spot in a real theatre,
Nice.
at King's Cross.
Wow.
It's called the Shore Theatre.
Nice
The
one.
date that we have been offered is the 23rd of May,
Nice one.
2026.
Yes.
So we are going higher. We are
Wonderful.
going to, it will be a fully proper show.
Fantastic.
I am so
Yes.
excited.
Yes.
And this is the first time I'm letting people know as well. So this is
Yes.
exclusive.
Oh, wow.
This
Wow.
is
You hear that,
exclusive.
guys?
Yeah.
Heard it first on Selector's Showcase. Don't forget.
So please, even if you've seen it before, do come again.
Of
Please
course,
support.
definitely.
And yeah, because it's a big theatre.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, good luck
Thank you.
for everything that you do on the 15th and on the 21st and in May.
23rd.
23rd of May 2026.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, please go out and get your tickets and support Caught You in a Lie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.